Assalamu alaikum and welcome back. It's been a while. So, today I wanted to talk to everybody about pickling solutions. It's that time of the year. People will be pickling vegetables, pickling eggs, pickling all different things. And I recently started trying this stuff called pickling lime. Okay, it's a powder, and what I was doing was making something called glassing eggs or egg glassing. I'll show you that in a few moments. But I want to spend some time speaking about this powder. I bought this about 2 months ago and I was in the process of using it. You just get a teaspoon, you mix a little bit with water, and that's it. It's very simple. Okay. There are no warnings or real instructions on here. It says like the uses and things like that. It says the chemical breakdown, stuff like that. It says really no warning or like that it could be really toxic. But here's what happened. Okay. I did not wear gloves. I wasn't wearing eye protection. I was using it like a basic item in the kitchen, you know. And I was in the process of making these eggs, okay. You can see there's the powders here. It doesn't ever fully dissolve. It will settle at the bottom. And these eggs will stay good for up to a year, non-refrigerated. You just want to keep them in a dark place that's cool. All right, and then when you go to use them, you just wash off the solution, the shell, wipe it off good. Perfect. All right. So I did the eggs. It went well. Then I go to seal up the packaging, and it kind of like puffs, and like a puff of powder got in my eye, and it didn't burn. And I was like, that's weird because it is like a lime. So I was expecting it to be like, it's burning. But it didn't. It just felt like as if you got dust in your eye. So I rinsed out my eye. And then it started feeling really dry. It started feeling like I couldn't get enough tears to keep it moist. And it was feeling irritated. And the inside of my eyelids were feeling sore. And it didn't feel like all the dust was out. It felt like there was still like this sandy residue. So I go into the hospital and they rinse my eye with a special solution for over 20 minutes. And in the process of them putting this thing in my eye to rinse it, they actually scraped the part of my eye, the white, and then cut it. And then I ended up needing antibiotics to fix that, which they caused, which I ended up being responsible for financially, which was a little frustrating. And when I go to the hospital, I tell them, I bring this stuff with me, I show them what it is, they call poison control, they start asking questions, doing research, and they're like, this is really dangerous, it's harmful, it's toxic, you should have been wearing like safety goggles, you should have been wearing gloves, you should have had a respirator on, it's extremely dangerous and toxic. And I'm like, I had no idea. And I even watched like a lot of YouTubers like talking about it and using the product, and none of them mentioned how dangerous and toxic it was. Like, as a liquid form, it's very dangerous. It will absorb into your skin. It can cause burns. It can cause the skin to dehydrate. Because what this is, it's a form of preservation, okay? It will preserve whatever it comes in contact with. And what it was doing in my eye was literally like preserving my eye. And the wetness of my eye absorbed with the powder and made a liquid and like coated my eye, and the inside of my eyelids got like a form of a chemical burn. So I was having to put eye drops in. I was having to put ointment in my eye from the scratch. And actually the ointment felt very like soothing for the chemical burns as well. So I think that was beneficial either way. to have the ointment. But you guys, what I am saying is, even if people think it's something is safe, if you are not familiar with a product, please do a lot of research outside of just watching YouTube videos. I know that should be like a no-brainer, but listen, it happens. All right, so after I learned all that, I did use the product a few more times. I have a few more containers of eggs that I did preserve. And like I said, these eggs will be good for up to a year. And the purpose of this, if you have a lot of chickens, they will lay a lot of eggs in the summer and spring. But then once fall and winter comes, the egg production really slows down. So in order to keep having eggs all year, you want to preserve them. And this is the easiest way to do so, to make them last. But if you're not aware of the chemicals and the process in which you're using, it can be very dangerous. So once again, you guys, if you are using a pickling line product, please use safety cautious procedures, and make sure you figure out the instructions, the warnings, the dangers. Even though it may seem perfectly safe, this stuff doesn't have an odor, it doesn't burn your skin to the touch. Like I said, when I got it in my eye, it didn't even burn at first. And even like some people, it said that on poison control, like if you ingest it, it can be really bad as well, and you might even have to get your stomach pumped out. So that's what I'm saying. Like, this stuff is like pretty dangerous. But please use caution, like with anything you're using. And may Allah bless you. May your day be filled with love and light and peace. And we will see you next time. Bye.